Madison points race in terms of the amount given at the sprints. So in the order they cross the line, once again, laps are going to be an important part about it, but minus that bit of information. First cross the line gets 5 points, second, third point, or gets 3 points, third gets 2, fourth gets 1. We add up the points at the end of the race and we'll find out where everybody stands based on their point totals. Teams race together in this particular one, so teams represented together. 2 riders share the same points. So they just saw that 18 to go. This is now their very first lap after getting neutral one time around. So similar to our scratch race and how you saw there were a couple groups that got lapped, this is an important piece of information for both spectators and athletes. When a rider gets lapped, it's the lap that takes precedence over everything, just like when we saw in that scratch race. Even though some of the riders came in second or third, they were down a lap, so they weren't in on the standings until we looked at them in the second lap, so to speak. So no 20 points awarded like it is usually in a normal points race for lapping a field. Laps taking precedent over those points allotments. And you'll notice in this race too, everybody's staying a little bit more close together since we're racing for points this time, not necessarily for first across the line, but first across the line 3 times. So there's a little bit more reason to work together. Exchange is looking very good this time around. Everybody's finding their place well. Riders in the race riding over the top of exchanges. Riders making the exchange staying down in their position. And the new relief riders looking over their shoulder before coming up track. So looking pretty good this time. Front of the race being led right now by light blue in turn 4. That's the current race right now, just hitting the front stretch. Everybody else a relief rider or chasing team blue, looking to get back into the group. Of course, one of the things that can really impact a team's performance is how comfortable they are with making these exchanges. You may not think it, but it's a pretty challenging thing to do, especially to feel comfortable while doing it. So these guys trying to get out all the mechanics worked out before Friday night, if that's when they plan to race. Or they're just out here for the fun of it all. I know some of the teams hoping to do Friday night racing as well. Christian Miller, our front man. They got the scratch race last time. Team White in the midst. These 4 riders are going to be the ones getting points, so we're looking for teams to pick up their first points now. Our relief rider is going to stay up and out of the way as we're in the midst of a sprint here. Potentially 1 or 2 teams on the backside looking to exchange.
Go fast! Come on!
Oh, it is a close one, but I'm going to give it to Team White unofficially there, getting the sprint. So Team White up by 2 points on Team Yellow now. So 5-3 as it is between them. I believe second or third across the line would have been the light blue team. And fourth across the line was green. So that's the way our points are going to go right now, but the race is getting a little bit split up, as usually happens after a sprint. Things get a little interesting. So Miller and Seagay with 5 right now. Their pursuant team, the yellow team, has 3. Team of Edwards and Solheim have 2 points to their name. Schmidt and Jack with 1. So there's our first sprint now, down. Junior C's will be up next, but you got a couple laps before we'll pull you out here. Some better exchanges happening here on the front. As again, team white and yellow are close matchup right now. And Rory Jack in pursuit of the front of the race. Edwards having to also chase now. A long distance to cover as the race is about 150 meters spread out at the moment. And our blue team also trying to maintain pace. So the dark blue team now hitting turn 1. The front team just now hitting the front stretch. I'm seeing 9 on the lap cards. So our next point sprint won't be until that 6th lap, so we're going to be hitting the bell in a couple more laps. Our lead riders in the middle of turn 3 and 4 right now, pursuing Team Blue. Now making an exchange right in front of us, and a good one at that. Steven seeing 8 to go. 8 to go on the lap cards. 8 to go for our front riders. Schmidt also seeing the 8 to go and in pursuit. A couple laps before another sprint, one more until the bell's ringing. So things rolling up to speed. Here's light blue now. They have currently 3rd place in the point standings. In front of the bike race right here, getting the bell. It's 1 to go as they're now getting thrown in. It's going to be a good sprint between these two. Scott and Miller both very fresh for the sprint. And Rory Jack maybe trying to find an opportunity to get in there as well as he just gets thrown in by his partner. He's anticipating the sprint coming a little later. Maybe he can make his way up there. These guys all getting the bell as these are also on a sprint lap, a point lap.
Go, Ted! Go, go, go!
Miller and Scott. All right, and for coming out of the sprinters lane, we have to relegate the team in white. So Miller and Johannes Siegay getting relegated from the point sprint that time. So no points awarded to them. That means that here is going to be 3 points for Team Light Blue, I believe. Or 2 points, excuse me. No, 3 points. Very good. Very good. So it's going to be white getting 3 more. Means they have 8 now. Yellow getting 5 that time. Gives them a total of 8 as well. So that's a tied race for them. Solheim and Edwards picking up 2. Now have 4. And Roy and Schmidt going to get, getting 1 more. So they're going to get a total of 3 now. Tied for 3rd place is going to be Jack and Schmidt with Edwards and Solheim after that last sprint. Team Dark Blue getting incorporated into the race at the front. As well as our light blue team. So now the front of the race still where the white jerseys are. But 2 teams down a lap, as it were. Our green team, though, not having to suffer the same fate. They're still in the race in the same lap as our leaders. So green, yellow and white currently are race leaders in terms of positioning. Light blue and dark blue both seeking points, but down 1 lap each. Two-way tie for first place between yellow and white means the next sprint determines the winner. Between those 2 teams, our position will determine who's got the first place. They're seeing 2 to go. 2 to go. Stevens coming across the line. Seeing 2 to go. Two-way tie for first. White and yellow paired up right now. And although the light blue and the green team have to share points, green up a lap currently secures them 3rd place. Now going to be seeing that 1 to go. Yellow team making a smart exchange here right before the sprint. Ted Scott getting thrown on. One to go, one to go, one to go. It's tied up 8-8 between yellow and white. Seagay having to attack and charge, but Ted Scott with the fresh legs able to get some room. A good time to do an exchange. And well executed by the team in yellow. And our riders exercising caution as they make these exchanges on a sprint lap like this. Everyone's spread out well enough that I think we can handle it just fine. Here comes yellow to the line. They're going to win this race. Scott finding victory today. And coming across the line second. Team green getting the 3 points. White getting 2. Down a lap, our team in light blue also getting a point in that one. And our final finishers, everybody finished up now, and our athletes are going to make their way around to the backstretch exit.